Hi there guys, it's been a long time. I haven't done a video in quite a while and I'm going to be getting some videos out for you over the next 48 hours. I've got this video which I've decided I'm going to do out of the blue. No thoughts on this, no plans, no scripts, no, just going to be straight off the rip. I'm also going to be doing some WrestleMania prediction videos to predict who I think is going to win various WrestleMania matches because WrestleMania is literally 48 hours away at this point, I think, roughly. So you look out for them videos. But this video is a little bit different to what I normally do. Now, as a gamer and a WWE fan and whatnot, I tend to be drinking a lot of these drinks. They're usually all the way around my desk. I usually have a few good to go. I usually have at least one a day. And as you can see by my frame, I am a slender person, really, really fit and physique here. Can run marathons off this body. Can't no, I can't. I can't do that. Really fit. But the doctors are astounded by how healthy I am. No, they're not. They're really, really not. Um, so I drink a lot of them drinks, and I've tried other healthier versions. I've recently been going on to sugar-free versions of Monster, just to try and cut down on the sugar that I take in, and that's fine. That's brilliant. Absolutely, doing that. But I've also looked at healthier versions in the past. I've tried Sneak energy drinks, which is a powdered energy drink. But I find it's just it was a bit much for me to get them. The cost just wasn't there. Cost is going to probably come into play here now because the energy drinks that I've been getting, the Monsters energy drinks, their prices are going up. So their prices are going up, and my wage is not going up as much. So someone's got to give that. So I've been looking at alternatives. As I say, tried Sneak, not really happy with that. For me personally, I've tried it for a few times. Plus, I'm going to be honest, and the customer service is crap with Sneak. If you've got an issue and you try and get any help with them, I bought a tumbler from them once, and the actual plastic of the tumbler eroded within like 2 months. I was not happy with it at all. I complained, and they said, "Tough luck. Basically, buy another one." And as soon as they said that, I stopped buying off Sneak because I was like, you know what, just you shouldn't be selling a product that falls apart within 2 months. You just shouldn't. So anyway, this isn't an anti-Sneak video, but that was just my experience with Sneak, so I stopped using them. I tried getting a trial pack of Gamer Sups, which is another powdered energy drink company, but they're mainly American, and trying to import that over here, the price goes massively. If it was in America, that would be a really good alternative. But unfortunately for me, it's just not. In the UK, trying to import that is no go. So why am I doing this video? Because over the last couple of weeks, while the 110 crew, and if you're on British YouTube, you might have come across the 110 crew. You've got Chris Tate, you've got Viking Tom, you've got Life of Tom YouTube channels. They're the main three. There is a few other ones, Farmer Mark as well. They've been renovating a bungalow, and while they've been doing this, Viking Tom, who I think is really, really, really good YouTuber, has started using Holy Energy. So I thought I'd give Holy a go, and I'll give you my thoughts on what I think about Holy in a second. But if you do want to try and use a powdered energy company, try and use, you've got they've got trial boxes and stuff like that, which you can get, which basically come little boxes like this. This is their energy pack. It comes 14 servings, which is usually 2 of 7 flavors, and I've got the open one, which I'm currently going through right now. Here I've also got in the trial pack you get a choice of 4 boxes, so you can get one of each, or you can mix max. I've got 2 hydration and 2 energy boxes because I'm not like a big fan of milkshakes, which is one version they do, and iced teas I can't stand. So I just got 2 of each. This is their hydration box. And again, I've got that box on the go as well. So yeah, I've been working my way through. I've had, I want to say, almost 7 of the energies and a few of the hydrations. I tend to go for the energies more so. If you want to try Holy Energy yourself and you want to have a discount for it, I'll put Viking Tom's discount codes on screen now. If you do want to use them, the reason why I'm choosing Viking Tom is because he's the only person who I know who has got discount codes, and I always like to give a discount if I can, because at the end of the day, money's tight. We are in a high costing economy at the moment, so the cost of living crisis and all that jazz. So I'd rather give you a discount code and support someone if I can. If I knew anyone else, I would show their discounts as well, so that you could choose whoever you wanted to do. But unfortunately, I only know Viking Tom, who's got a discount code at the moment. So there's his discount codes. He's a smaller YouTuber as well. He's only got 60,000 subs. So you are going to be supporting the YouTuber by using that code, who is not millions of YouTubers in, shall we say. So if you do want a discount, they're the codes that you can use to get yourself a bigger discount than just what Holy have on the thing. Now, get into that. Let's get into what I think of Holy Energy Drink. So I'm going to take the discount codes off now. They've been on there for quite a while, so as I say, there you go. So Holy, what's my thoughts on Holy? Now, while I'm doing that, I am actually going to make myself Holy, so you'll see how you actually do it. I decided to get a thermos tumbler myself instead of the normal shakers you get, because as I say, I had that disaster with Sneak before, so I decided to pay a little extra and get a bit more quality on the. Well, you can get cheaper shakers. Obviously, this is a thermos. The only problem that I have with these sorts of thermoses is the way you do the powdered drinks is you do 500 milliliters to a sachet. So as I say, the sachets come in like this, and it's 500 ml of water you've got to mix with the sachet. Now the problem is when you've got the thermos and you have the top on and you have the shaker on it that's inside it, you can't see how much water you're putting in properly. You've really got to look. There's markers on the inside of the thermos, which is brilliant, but you can't see them markers at all. And the thermos is 1 liter of it's more than 500 ml. Put it that way, of water in. So that's my only gripe with that. But I do like the thermos design. I do like the colours and whatnot. It is a really good colour. So that's my only gripe. The powder itself is fine. There's nothing wrong with the powder itself. So you just literally pour it in like I've just done there, and you shake it. You shake it for a little bit of time just to make sure it's all mixed in, and drink. I mean, there's literally not much more you need to do with it to get it, to get it sorted for you. And I'll show you that in a bit once I'm off camera. But that's all you do. You just shake it, drink it, and away you go. The problem is, as I say, the problem with this shaker I've got is I can't see how much water you've got. So unless you're actually measuring out the water before you put it into the actual tumbler, you might get too much water to the flavour. So the flavour might be diminished a little bit, and I think that'll sort itself out. Instead of getting the starter sets, if I get the big powder packs, the tubs, I should say, I can pop a bit more powder in if I need to, just to bump up the flavour a little bit. So that'll be beneficial. So that should take care of itself. But the flavors themselves, I love the flavors. You got strawberry shark there. They've got loads of different flavors. Raspberry Raptor, another one. Watermelon whale, which is Viking Tom's favorite. you know, Fruity Frog. There's lots of them. There's in the hydration you've got coconut as well, so it's not all just like tropical flavors. You got pineapple, pear, strawberry, and kiwi, lemon. So there's sour cherry as well, which I actually really like the sour cherry on the hydration when I had that first time. They're really nice. They're a good alternative. They don't have with the monsters. You can sometimes feel yourself coming down off them, and it's like you have a bit of that crash. And there's none of that so much with Holy. You don't tend to get that sort of crash, that sort of ugh. So I would give it a go. At the end of the day, you've got the discount codes if you choose to. Obviously, you can find your own discount codes. There's probably creators that I don't watch that have their own discount codes if you want to support them. But I think that I'm going to keep with the Holy for a little bit, just to try it. I think I'm going to I'm going to use the testers to find the flavors that I really like. But I think I personally myself, because I'm more of an energy person, I think I'll stick to the energy side of things as opposed to the hydration. But at the end of the day, you've got to try these things, and you've got the discount codes there. If you do decide to use them, one, you'll be supporting a smaller YouTuber in Viking Tom. Two, if you haven't watched Viking Tom, I do urge you to go and watch him. He does really good videos around a variety of things, not just landscaping, but obviously he does motorcycle rides where he goes and visits places. He did one recently where he got a loaner bike from Suzuki and went around Wales on it. So you've got that. So you've got a smaller YouTuber there to support as well, and you get yourself a trial and you see if you do like it. So it's a win-win-win on three bases there. So give it a go. It came literally. I ordered it and it came like 2 days later through Royal Mail. So it just literally was just fairly straightforward. There was no issues with the postage at all. Little gripe with the tumbler, but that's something I can work around with when I get the actual tubs, as opposed to the little sachets, which probably are set for a certain amount of water. I think getting the actual tubs will sort that issue out, because I'll be able to fill the whole shaker up, and then just put in maybe 1.5 of the powder instead of just the one sachet. But that's neither here nor there. That's a me issue. That's not a company issue. But yeah, so as I say, if you want to give it a go, give it a go. I do find that you don't have the come down that you do with the Monsters or Rockstar or Red Bulls or whatever type of energy drinks you want to have. The canned energy drinks, and I do believe they've just announced a soft drinks, so something to do with soft drinks as well, but I don't know what that is. So they may be doing something with soft drinks as well, because I remember seeing an email from Holy a couple of days, a marketing email, which I didn't look at before I did this video stupidly, but they've something to do with soft drinks is recently been announced. So that there might be something that because if you know me, I drink a lot of drinks like Coca-Cola, Fanta, and stuff like that. So if they're doing something like that, that could be more appealing for me. So keep an eye out for that, because if they do that, I might try and do a review on that as well. But as I say, give it a go if you choose to. And yeah, I hope you like this video. It's not I'm not usually a reviewer of things, but yeah. And keep your eyes out for the WrestleMania prediction videos, which will be coming out over the next 24 hours. I'm going to try and get them up today, but we'll see. I'll try and get at least the Saturday prediction video up, and then Sunday might come tomorrow, but we'll see where we are. If you did like this video, please like it. If you didn't, then I'm sorry. There's not much I can do about that, but anyway, I'll let you go. And yeah, cheers.